Welcome to Scentonomics. Today we're going to be talking about Poivre 23 London by Labo. So this is a unisex fragrance. It's an Oriental spicy, and it was launched in 2008. And the perfumer behind this is Nathalie Lorson. I hope I said her name right. So the fragrance comes in 3 basic sizes. The 100 ml will cost you $450. The 50 ml will run you around $295. And this bottle, which is the 15 ml, will run you around $115. Since it is a city exclusive, it costs around double the price of the regular fragrance line. So for right now, since it's September and you only got 10 more days left roughly, you can buy any of the city exclusives at any boutique in any city. But once September ends, you can only purchase a certain city exclusive in the city that it's from. So this is from London, so come October to the next September, you'll only be able to get this in London. So anyway, that was a brief introduction to Poivre 23 by Labo. Now let's move on to the presentation. So for the presentation, I have only the 15 ml bottle, which I bought from somebody off Facebook because I found it for a decent price, despite it being a city exclusive. So anyway, all the Labo products, they have the same presentation, right? The bottles are simple and look like lab flasks, or for the larger sizes rather. And they have a label on the front with various specifications. For example, it'll have the amount of the fragrance, and it'll say the concentration, and compounded by so-and-so in such and such place. And you can even write your own message on it, or who it's for, etc., or your own name if you wanted. So basically, they're banking on the idea of personalization. The cap is metallic and it fits on pretty snug. And the atomizer is also fairly decent. So that's a presentation for Poivre 23 by Labo. With that, let's move on to the scent. So for the scent, the fragrance features labdanum, sandalwood, patchouli, and pepper, the main note, vanilla, guaiac wood, and styrax and incense as the main notes. The number 23 represents the total number of notes or ingredients, I guess, used to make this fragrance. So for example, another fragrance in the regular line, such as Bergamot 22, uses 22 things to come up with the total fragrance. So Poivre 23 has a strong pepper opening, right, as the name Poivre suggests. It's a strong blast of pepper right in your face, or rather in your nose. And people who like pepper as a note will love this. Sadly, the pepper is short-lived. You can also sense the labdanum, sorry, it's kind of having a hard time to say that. The labdanum and vanilla and patchouli, also you can feel it in the beginning slightly. Around 30 minutes into the fragrance, the pepper is basically gone. This is where the woods and the incense and vanilla make a strong appearance. The vanilla isn't strong as it is in most gourmands. It's just kind of there. It's neither too sweet, nor is it like very dirty. Towards the end of the fragrance, we basically have amber and the guaiac wood to finish off the final stages of the scent, right, with a spicy resinous vibe. Overall, it's a good scent if you like the spicy notes in your fragrances. However, I felt that they could have improved the scent by making the transitions between the various layers of the scent a little smoother. The transitions were like sudden and didn't really blend smoothly into the next part of the fragrance, meaning of the composition. So that was my take on the scent for Poivre 23 London by Labo. With that, let's move on to the rating. So for the rating, firstly we have the uniqueness and distinction. For that, I give it a 9 out of 10. I think this scent is pretty unique. I haven't smelled a lot of fragrances that use pepper as their main note. The other prominent notes also add to the special nature of this fragrance. Depending on if you like pepper or not will determine how you feel about this particular fragrance, since the pepper doesn't really stay too strong and also doesn't stay too long. It's strong in the very beginning, but then again, it goes after 30 minutes. For the longevity, I give it a 9 out of 10. It lasts on my skin for around 10 to 12 hours, which is a fairly long time. Also, a couple of sprays is more than enough with this, because when it comes to Poivre 23, a little goes a long way. For projection and sillage, I give it a 6 out of 10. Sadly, the projection on this scent is a little weak. With the longevity being pretty good, I don't understand why the sillage and projection is that weak. If they could fix this aspect of the fragrance, it would be nothing less than an almost perfect scent, provided you like pepper as a main note. So for compliments, I give it a 6 out of 10. I give this a 7, I give it a 6 because not everyone will appreciate the strong pepper blast in the beginning. Once the pepper leaves, the scent doesn't project, resulting in most people being unable to smell you, despite the dry down being actually pretty nice and decent. So moving on, presentation, I give it a 7 out of 10. Some people like the plain cardboard box that it comes in and the lab feel they get from the presentation, but I actually am not too impressed by all that. It almost feels a little gimmicky to me. If the bottle wasn't sturdy and the atomizer wasn't decent, I probably would have given it a lower score. So the next thing is the versatility, and for that I give it a 7 out of 10. This fragrance is fairly versatile considering the main pepper note. Although it is mainly a fall and winter scent, or a scent to be worn in the evenings, like at night, I think it is still suitable for a person in their mid-20s and onwards. Also, it can be worn for casual and formal settings. For the Scentonomic factor, I give it a 5 out of 10. This is a city exclusive and costs both your kidneys and half your liver if you buy it at full retail price. So sure, the quality of the scent is wonderful, and that is not even coming into question. However, the performance and price do not match up. Also, it's really hard to get unless you live in London. So again, I got this as a blind buy, and that was a mistake on my part. So again, if you like it, I suggest getting a decant, and don't ever blind buy this. Get a sample or get a decant. Again, I don't think this scent is really bottle worthy. So the overall score I would give for Poivre 23 London by Labo is a 7 out of 10. I'm not saying it's a bad fragrance. What I am saying, though, is that we expect more from a house like Labo when it comes to performance. It's sad that a scent with such good longevity lacks in projection. Also, the retail prices are too damn high. That was my take on Labo's Poivre 23 London exclusive. Again, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Please feel free to check out other fragrance-related content on this channel as well. And also, please comment down below and let me know your thoughts on Poivre 23, and let me know what your favorite city exclusive is by Labo. Once again, thank you all for the support. This is Nabil signing off from Scentonomics, where every scent counts.